My name is SHANNON. I'm a Marine Corps veteran, and I've been diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder and extreme anxiety. About 8 months ago, I received my service dog, Pepper. Pepper has changed my life in more ways than I can describe. But it's been a heck of a journey to get here, that's for sure.
Today we're on the way to meet the folks from Got Your Six Support Dogs. We've been working with them for 3-4 months through the whole process, and we finally get to start training and receive our dogs.
I'm packing up to go to Got Your Six to get my service dog. I'm anxious, I'm nervous. He or she gonna like me? Are we gonna bond?
I'm excited. They know that I've put the work in with, the VA and outside counseling and that kind of stuff. And, the dog for me is one of the missing pieces and has been for a long time.
My name is NICOLE. I'm the Executive Director of Got Your Six Support Dogs. Ready? Everybody here right now on this day before they receive their dog is a little terrified. They know that the dog is only part of the equation. They're going to have to do the work.
Some of the biggest challenges I face is seems to most people is the simplest things in the world, but I'm constantly over my shoulder. I have to have my wife walk behind me and hold my belt just because I don't want random people behind me.
I've done a lot of work towards dealing with the reality of what I've lived through, but there are some scars and some pain that just aren't gonna go away. They're gonna be there no matter what. Those are the things that I'm looking for help with because I still have nightmares. I still do.
I can go weeks without leaving my house. I haven't driven in a few years. I have a 11-year-old child, that still at home and it's, things she wants to do and I feel like I'm letting her down.
Sleep is also a huge issue. I maybe sleep 2 to 3 hours a night on a good night because I know what happens when I go to sleep and it's not fun.
I've tried to commit suicide, try to slit my wrist, try to overdose. Some people have never been through it, don't understand, so they think it's a joke. And especially in the Black community. Mental health is so taboo. What goes on stays here, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with asking for help, mental help.
Being in public places, large crowds, crowded elevators, restaurants, sitting with the back to the door, all the things that we all know. I've struggled with all that.
How I'm feeling right now, I'm getting a service dog. It's like winning the lottery.
It's gonna be a light year's change.
I've been waiting and I've been trying to be really patient. Having a very specialized dog, that I can't tell you how excited I am.
We're the trainers for Got Your Six, and this is Pepper Potts. We all take turns with everybody, and we have them for a total of 15 months.
This is Archie.
We have paired for nightmare alerts, anxiety alerts. He can retrieve items. He can turn lights on and off. He can pretty much close anything that you need closed. He's quite the smarty.
THANOS is getting ready to meet his new veteran. He's been in training for over a year, and today he's gonna go be a service dog.
I'm sure I will cry, but it's totally part of the job, and I know that they're gonna go on to serve their veteran and have a wonderful time.
So you're gonna hang out here. You all right?
Good.
Okay.
Hi, congratulations.
Hey, thank
This
you
is Pepper.
very much. Thank you so much.
Andy, are you ready? So how are you feeling?
Nervous? Ready? Ready to meet my person?
Yeah.
Furry person? Big guy.
It's a big guy. So, of course, this is our only German Shepherd this year. This is THANOS. How you feeling?
I'm gonna cry.
Tashana, this is Archie.
Oh my God.
It can be emotional when they get their dogs because it's more than a dog. This dog is going to change their lives. So it's a new beginning. And a new beginning can be very emotional. So really the best is yet to come.
The moment I'll know the dog is a success is the day I'm able to drive. The day I'm able to, just me and my daughter can go, let's go for a walk.
I know me well enough to know that I'm gonna attach very, very quickly. We're gonna be best friends by the time we get back. Down. Good girl.
I'm looking forward to having him there to pick up on my anxiety whenever I'm through the roof. He'll be there to help me so my wife doesn't feel like she has to be around all the time.
It's terrifying in any wellness journey to take that step into the unknown, and they're all walking into the unknown tomorrow.
By the time I got Pepper home, I knew that I had the right dog. The very first time that we stayed in the same room together, she alerted to the fact that I was in a nightmare, and she did everything that she had to do, that she was trained to do, until she woke me up. So to say that it's worked out over the last couple of months, that's an understatement. My life before getting Pepper was broken. I was prescribed many different medications over that 12-year period. None of them were a silver bullet. After I met a service dog in Missouri that belongs to a friend of mine, I knew that was the piece that was missing. That's when I started researching service dog organizations. It took a couple of years, but here she is.
With me, Archie, come on. Here. If my husband wouldn't drive me, 9 times out of 10, I wasn't gonna go. You can do this, Sean. You can do this, you can do this. I can do this. I want to drive again. I want to drive. PTSD is taking a lot of my life. It really has. It's humiliating. Can't take my daughter to the zoo. She's never been to a movie and she's 11. It's embarrassing, it really is. I'm shamed.
Tashana was always like in the house, looking at the four corners of the walls, depressed, just wasn't motivated at all. It had a great effect on not only our marriage, but our family. Now with Archie, I see her smiling, I see her excited, like, hey, let's go outside today, let's go for a walk, let's go for a ride.
I'm just so happy that I got him. Archie he's my drug of choice now.
Since I've got Thanos, he has kept me motivated and moving to not sit and dwell.
I always hated leaving him alone because I felt guilty. I didn't want him to go to that place. I didn't want him to feel alone and kind of revert back to what he's worked so hard to cope with and to change. And I know that if Andy gets into that place, Thanos is not gonna put up with it, and he will drag Andy's boots over to the desk while he's working and say, nope, we're not doing it. Let's get up and do something. He forces him to be out of that headspace.
I don't want veterans or their families to feel ashamed that they need help, because it's okay to need help. And I'm glad that Andy's been able to get that help.
Pepper's done a lot for me, particularly with the hypervigilance thing. If I'm standing in line at a grocery store, the threat level is really, really low. But my anxious brain, my PTSD brain, does not think that way. It sees danger everywhere. If there's a line of people behind me and she senses, she alerts to the fact that I am anxious about it, she'll actually turn around and face the other way. And knowing that she's watching out behind me, that's all I need. That's the last little piece that I need to remember that I'm actually in a safe place. This is okay.
Archie has really made a big difference. Some people are like, oh, he's just a dog. No, Archie's like my son. He feels me. He calms me. A lot of times I don't even realize it. And he'll come up and he'll get on me, or he does that tap. A lot of times I don't even realize I'm doing it. It just, I guess, comes so natural, and Archie will jump up and it's weird. Sometimes he'll sense it before I even do it.
I decided to move to St. Louis a few months back after I got Pepper, and I wouldn't be here without her. I would have never made this move without her. I don't know that I had the courage to do it, but she gives me the confidence to do whatever I need to do. And I would have never done this because I'd have stayed right in my comfort zone. Problem with comfort zones is they get smaller and smaller and smaller until you're in the house by yourself. And she makes me do the exact opposite. She makes me get up every morning. She makes me go for a walk because it's the right thing to do for her.
Things with THANOS didn't work because he was so high drive, I couldn't work him enough. He was outstanding at his job and he helped me a lot, but he would get bored and whine, and it would consistently get louder and louder, and it drove my anxiety through the roof. Chrissy, the head trainer at Got Your Six, finally had to have the conversation with me about retiring THANOS and me getting a new dog, because it wasn't fair to THANOS or myself to be in that situation. I didn't want to get rid of THANOS because I just loved that dog so much, but it needed to happen for me and him both to be better. He is living on a farm with kids and animals and other dogs and just out romping around. So it's nice to know that he's just being a dog and living it up. I guarantee you he is living his best life. I'm lucky enough to have a second chance. Second chances don't happen often. I am getting another service dog. So I've seen pictures and stuff. I'm super pumped. From what I hear, she's more my speed and ready to work and ready for all the pets, and will probably wind up on my lap more than on her bed.
This is the home of Focus Marine Foundation. This is where I volunteer as a mentor. Our mission here is to, as veterans, is to help other veterans to overcome the challenges that go along a lot of times with military service. So as a mentor, my goal is to help people just like I was helped. The thing that I would tell me 9 months ago, prior to being paired with Pepper, is don't be afraid of this, because the difference that she's gonna make in your life is so significant that everything else pales in comparison. There is nothing like having that dog with me. I'm not the same guy. I'm not.
The first time I started driving this, I didn't know if I was gonna be able to do it, but I loved it. Archie was with me. He's there laying down, watching me like a hawk. It made me calm. Before, I felt like I didn't have my independence and freedom because I couldn't drive. Now I feel like I can conquer the world. Actually, I even got a job. Since I've got Archie, life has changed for the better. I'm getting my independence back. I'm sleeping better. I haven't had really any bad panic attacks. It's amazing. It's awesome. Archie has helped me get closer to my daughter. We can actually go out and do things more. We can shop. I got to take my daughter out for ice cream. I got to go drive to see my granddaughter and my grandbabies. I'm perky. I mean, I can't even describe it. Was it 20 plus veterans commit suicide a day? I've been one of them that's tried. I don't even think about it with Archie. I just hope that more veterans get the chance to experience. I hope that people actually see that it's a must. When we serve our country, that's the smallest you could do. Is give us hope back. Give us our life back.
It's been at least 3 months since I've been without a dog. It sucks, to be quite honest. I'm lost a lot. Last night, I think I slept 2 hours and 15 minutes, 2.5 hours. In a few minutes, I'm about to meet my new service dog, Storm. The people that got here 6 have told me a little bit about Storm. Her work ethic is outstanding. She is a pleaser, and her attitude is always happy. She loves to be out and about, loves people, and has the confidence to lead me into situations that I know I don't want to be in and become better for it. Oh, that's a good girl. Yeah, that's a good girl. I'm grateful for a second chance. I'm excited to see what the future holds. Thanos was so good in his short time with me that I can only imagine what Storm's gonna do for the rest of our lives. You ready? Go get it.
What I would say to other people who might see this is that it is possible to get your life back. It's possible to be closer to who you were before the trauma. You don't have to struggle with it. You don't have to just learn to live with it. There's an answer. Pepper has given me insight that I didn't have before. Just because there is trauma in my history doesn't mean that my life has to be restricted. Her biggest gift to me was freedom, not just to move about and to be comfortable in a grocery store or whatever. She opened me up to the whole concept of feeling in places that I haven't felt before in a long, long time. I'm so much happier. I'm capable of relationships at a much deeper level because I'm not guarded like I was. She's living proof. It works.